folks, pardon me, I'm changing the recording order because I've just watched the end of the United Coventry game, and I'd say, wow, what a game. That said, if you're a United fan, for all the wrong reasons. I mean, I'm pretty sure there that ERIK ten Hag's probably 3 or 4 inches away from the sack for 7 or 7:30 tonight. I think he was getting bulleted tonight, without a shadow of a doubt. Was that last chance, that last goal not offside? I think he'd have gone tonight. There's nothing else to play for the year. They're not going to make Europe now. I think Sujin was looking so bad. At 3-1, you seen his face at 3-1, and he was looking in a really bad way, thinking, how on earth will let him get to 3-1? And at 3-2, he was pulling his hair out. And it's weird, I mean, at 3-1, I'm thinking to myself, well, there's 18, 19 minutes to go. I thought, I'll tell you what's going to happen here now. Somehow, we're just going to still sit back. We've got the game won. They're going to score a goal, Coventry. And at the end, it's going to end up 3-2. And folk are going to think, well, it was a close game. When really, it was nothing of the sort. They had a few breakaways, they had a few chances. But it was all United. We didn't create absolutely loads, but we didn't have to. We had all of the ball, all the possession, all the composure. We looked like we had another couple of gears if we needed them. Coventry weren't creating a lot. And then they get to 3-3. And I'm thinking, oh my God, how on earth can you let a game slip from 3-0 to 3-3 in sort of 10, 15 minutes? Absolutely crazy. But that said, for all everyone will call United and call Ten Hag, and to a great extent rightly so, let's put it in a bit of context here. They get to 3-3. The first goal that Coventry scored, great technique, took it from behind him. But that said, it did come off his shin. The second goal, an absolutely wicked deflection, although what I will say is, and we've said it before, me and my lad, sometimes Onana's not great with the flight of the ball. He's just like Wan-Bissaka that way. He was going for it and then went down on his hooks. When I think he could have saved that. I mean, I might be wrong, but I think he could have saved that. And then they get a penalty, which really could have gone either way. It really could have gone either way. But that said, we've got a penchant for giving away penalties these last few weeks, haven't we? So they go 3-3, and you're thinking, oh my God. And in the last minute or so of proper time or injury time, I'm thinking, I want extra time. It's normally the lower league teams that want extra time for the extra chance, but I'm thinking, the way things are going here, we need that 2 or 3 minute break before we start off again. And I'm thinking, even if they were to get another goal in extra time, Coventry that is, we can still get 1 or 2 ourselves. I'm thinking, I want extra time. And in the end, we was looking to get extra time. And then I'm watching the game in extra time, and I'm thinking, there was one time I think you've got Casemiro running back. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I mean, how slow is he? I mean, we know he's slow. But I mean, he's that slow. He's making Harry Maguire look like Usain Bolt. He's really slow. I think Lee Dixon said in the commentary, my God, your man there, Casemiro, he looks like he's pulling a caravan. I said to wife, yeah, it looks like he's pulling a caravan, but with a car that's got a puncher. Oh God, he was slow. I mean, we had what's his name on? Ericsson on. We had Maguire. We had Casemiro. It was like no legs, less legs, and Douglas by the legs. I mean, Casemiro's have completely gone, and I mean completely gone. And I'm thinking, what's going on in extra time here? You've got Wan-Bissaka, more about him in a minute, well, now and in a minute. You know I'm always having to go at him, and rightly so, he's deserved it today. You've got Wan-Bissaka there, bombing up the wing, always up the wing. They're hurting us at the back, but they're hurting us from his end of the pitch. They've got massive overlaps, massive space there because he's not at home. Casemiro's struggling to get back on the opposite side, and they're just pinging balls to the person that Casemiro's supposed to be marking, because Casemiro can't get back. Wan-Bissaka should be back there, stopping the delivery. And he's up in the corner, near corner flag. On about 3 occasions in extra time, he's near corner flag and their half, and it's all happening in our half near his corner flag, and I'm thinking, what on earth is going on? And then they get that 4th goal, which in the end was offside. I said to my lad, I think it's offside. It's really close, but I think it's offside. But I'm saying, what's Wan-Bissaka doing there, playing him on? You've got Wan-Bissaka there loping back. This time I'm wishing he isn't near their corner flag. He's loping back. He's got the line in front of him. He can see his play to play him offside. And it just takes another 2 steps. And you think, what are you doing playing him on? What are you doing, man? Absolutely stupidity. But I've said to you on here, folks, before, and I'll say it again. Wan-Bissaka has not got a football brain. He's not got a football brain. There, it's devoid of football brain. He's not got it at all. So anyway, luckily it's offside. We then get to penalties. I'm saying to lad again, I said, I don't fancy us. I don't fancy us at all. He said, why? I said, well, Onana doesn't say penalties. I know we got one in Europe. He gets the odd one. So, but 9 times out of 10, He dives very early. He dives the wrong way every single time. He gets nowhere near penalties. The only way we're going to win this is if they hit some wide or they hit some over the bar. We take our first penalty, and that is our season in a nutshell. Casemiro, who I think's a scorer of penalties, no problem. I think he's really cool. Really slow, but really cool. Takes a penalty, I'm thinking, what on earth was that all about? After you've just got out of jail, after you've been battered in extra time, after you've let a team come from 3-0 down to 3-3, and they actually went 4-3, although it's chalked off, why on earth would you take a penalty like that? And then I'm saying, we're really battling here. The only saving grace is that is the first penalty missed and not the fourth of, well, the fifth had obviously been dead. So they're then taking penalties, and Onana's getting nowhere near him. He does save one, but again I said to lad there, I said, this lad that's taking this now, he'll miss. Lad said, why? I said, the guy with the hair all slicked back, I said, he looks too overconfident, but he's putting it on. He's put on that, oh, he's smiling, he's laughing like he's fine. I said, I think he'll miss. And then the next one they missed, I said, this guy's going to put it over the top. Lad said, how do you know that? I said, he's too close and he's running. I said, he looks like a defender, I don't know him. He's going to get his foot under the ball, it's going to go over the top this. He said, really? I said, I'll tell you now, this goes over the top. I'm not right about everything, folks, but I was right about that. Luckily it did. And then two great penalties from Bruno and Yaman to finish out for Ireland. Two great penalties. So we through, and out can happen in the final. But I'll tell you now, we should have been out. I'm not saying we deserve to be out, but we should have been out, and it looked like we were going out. ERIK ten Hag looked at nigh on full time like that was it. He just couldn't believe it. He looked like a little boy lost. I think he knew tonight the bullet was on its way to him. I do honestly. I think he would have got sacked tonight. They'd have thought, well, why wait for the next 6 games? We're not going to qualify for anything. The management would have blamed him for the loss, although it's the players that's let him down. But then again, he's managing them. I think he would have gone tonight. I really do. But we've made it. We're in the final. I don't know how. Mind you, I don't know. We went from 3-0 to 3-3, but we did. But Wan-Bissaka for me, I can't wait for him to go. I really can't wait for him to go. And the only other thing I can say is one other thing. I like this young boy. He made a couple of bad decisions. Diallo, I like him a lot. I'd have him in front of Anthony every minute of every day. He had about 3 or 4 important plays today, and he made one wrong decision, but I think he did everything great. He virtually never loses the ball. He normally makes the right decisions. I think he's really good. I'd have him in front of Anthony every week of the year, honestly. I really, really would. I hope we don't lose the boy. I think there's a player there. I really do. And if we do lose him, I think he'll prove it for another top team. I think he'll, in the end, go to a top team in one of the leagues and he'll do well. And I think we'll regret losing him. And lastly, the other lad that came on, the other sub, I cannot remember his name. He looks really cool. For a young kid, he looks really cool. Unlucky with that shot near the end. Very unlucky. He's definitely a brave player, and that's what you need at United, brave players. Anyway, we get through. We tried not to, but we got through in the end.